I Want Answers, presented by GRDA, is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, Rogers State University, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, Kelvion Incorporated, Advanced Research Chemicals, and viewers like you.
The Clayton Bulldogs, the Hilldale Hornets. They're here to kick off the second round of our season, but only one team will go away with a knowledge knockout. Who will it be? Find out next, here on I Want Answers. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Oklahoma's favorite high school academic team game show, I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. Well, as I mentioned, we start our second round of our competition for this season, and we have two great teams coming back, the Clayton Bulldogs and the Hilldale Hornets. Let's meet the teams. First off, for the Hilldale Hornets, we have senior Dylan Altman. He's also a student at Connors State College. This is his first year with academic team. He plans on attending college and obtaining a degree in the science field. What else do you like, Dylan?
Playing games, man.
Playing games. All kinds?
Yeah, relatively.
Very nice. Okay, well, it's always good to play games. We like you. Thank you for being here. Leah Gunkel's next. She's a sophomore, and she'll be 16 in a month, and she loves superheroes. Which one? Who's your favorite?
I would have to say Black Bolt. Black
Bolt, yes. I know who you're talking about. She says she's a nerd at heart, but is super cool on the outside, but loves bad jokes and puns. What should people are jealous of you about?
They're jealous of my wonderful looks, of course.
Of course. What else would there be? All right, thanks for being here, Leah. Zoe House is a freshman joining us back. She says she likes to read and sing at the same time.
Yes, obviously.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure about that. Some of your hobbies include band, reading, and baking. What's your favorite type of book?
Fantasy.
Fantasy type. Any specific type of fantasies?
Just fantasy.
All right, sounds good. And what do you want to be when you grow up, accordingly to this?
I want to be a vet.
A vet. Very nice. We always need more of those. Can't have too many. Thanks for being here. Freshman captain Aislinn Hensley is back. She has been on academic team since 6th grade. You've been captain since 7th grade. In both the 7th and 8th grade, you won the state tournament. It's awesome. You've also been in school musicals since 4th grade, and you're in select choir. What do you plan to do after high school?
I want to be an actress.
Okay, and if that doesn't work out?
Politics.
Okay, that works too. And what are some of your hobbies?
I like to read and write and play guitar and watch Netflix.
Of course. Who doesn't like to do Netflix? Thanks for being here, Hilldale. Up next, we have the Clayton Bulldogs, starting off with sophomore McKenna Nagel. She has played basketball since the 3rd grade, and she has a twin sister. I have a twin also. Is that fraternal or identical?
Fraternal.
Okay. How many minutes? And who's older?
She's older by a minute.
By a minute. I'm older by 4 minutes to my brother. We're fraternal as well. So your favorite subject in school is either what?
English or science.
Does that depend on the day?
Yeah.
Depends on if there's a test going on or something?
Yeah.
Of course, we understand. Not math? No math? Dang it. Okay, well, glad you're here, McKenna. Treya Van Valkenburg is a sophomore, and she's back with us. She is currently in band and academic team, plays the flute and the piccolo, not usually at the same time, right? That'd be hard to do.
No.
Just curious how that would work. Your favorite subject is world history, and say you're a former choir student, and that you love to sing, draw, and play video games. Let's see. What do you plan to do after high school?
I plan to be a band director or, just music teacher. Like to think about teaching.
That's awesome. We're glad for that. Very good. All right. Thanks for being here. Next up, senior Robert Kraus, currently in band and academic team, is an aide to your band teacher for the past 2 periods, or for the last 2 periods of the school day. So you help out with that. What else do you like to do?
I like to read. I mean, I love hiking. I hike all the time in the forest behind my house, so.
Do you read and hike at the same time? Is that a doable combo?
It is a doable combo if you want to start tripping over things constantly.
True, I guess so.
So.
Also, do you like to play video games? Any specific kind?
I like shooters.
Shooter games. All right, very good. All right, glad you're here. And finally, senior captain Tyler Macon is involved in FFA, band, basketball, yearbook, and academic team. What's the fun fact we should know about you?
I'm a blacksmith and a knifesmith.
Very nice. So like you actually create your own stuff. Do you sell? Do you make money from that?
We do a little bit of selling, not a lot. We'll put them in benefit auctions a lot to raise money for good causes.
Oh, very nice. So if I need a knife or something, I should be coming to you then, right?
Yes, sir.
High quality. All right, very good. Glad you're here. Thank you, Clayton. All right, are we ready to play? You know we are. They want questions, but this show's about what I want, and I want answers. We begin with the lightning round.
First up, it's the lightning round. In this round, teams will have 30 seconds to answer up to 5 questions each, all from the same category. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If all 5 questions are answered correctly within the 30-second limit, the team receives 10 bonus points.
Teams, by virtue of a coin flip at the start, Clayton, you will begin the lightning round. The topic for both teams will be New Orleans. New Orleans. Okay, number 1. The earliest settlers were of which 2 nationalities?
French and Spanish.
Correct. New Orleans is the birthplace of what kind of music?
Jazz.
Correct. What settlers arrived in the 18th century from southeastern Canada?
French.
Incorrect. What war officially ended 2 weeks before the Battle of New Orleans?
War of 1812.
Correct. What body of water forms its northern border?
Mississippi River.
Incorrect. That'd be Lake Pontchartrain. Okay, that's all right. There's your 5. All right, Hilldale, you get your chance to do lightning. Again, New Orleans is your topic. Ready? Number 1. What NBA team used to be in New Orleans but now calls Salt Lake City home?
Jazz?
Correct. Which Tennessee Williams play names a French Quarter conveyance?
Pass.
What celebration attracts millions of visitors?
Mardi Gras.
Correct. In 1862, federal naval forces under what admiral took possession of New Orleans?
Andrew Jackson.
Incorrect. What city 900 miles north became the center of U.S. jazz after 1919? Sorry, time on that. That'd be Chicago for that one. Okay, you've all been struck by lightning, but now it's time to handle this for real. It's ready for the speed round.
Next up, it's the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answer questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, teams, you ready for speed? Yeah. I'm not on speed, but I'm ready for it too. Here we go. Number 1. The Isthmian Canal Commission of 1904 was established to oversee construction of what waterway? Clayton, yes.
Panama Canal.
Correct. You are on what continent if you are at the intersection of 60 degrees west and 10 degrees south? Hilldale, yes.
South America.
Correct. What is the home country of these people associated with fashion design? Armani. Clayton, yes.
Italy.
Italy is correct. Only need 1, huh? That was nice. What adjective indicates an actor in a role secondary to the... Yes, Clayton.
Understudy.
Incorrect to the leading man or lady. Yes, Hildo, go.
Supporting.
Supporting is correct. And now our first video question of the evening. This will be presented by Dr. Kirk Voska, President of Chemistry. Professor of Chemistry here at our very own RSU.
Name the behavior of whales at rest, in which they lie still at the surface, with just parts of their heads and backs exposed.
Clayton, yes.
Breaching.
Incorrect. Hilldale. Go ahead.
Breathing.
Incorrect. They call that logging. Logging. That's all right. What is the collective name for organic compounds such as triglycerides, oils, sterols, waxes, and fats? Clayton, yes.
Lipids.
Lipids is correct. Aardvark teeth lack what extremely hard calcareous substance on the exposed parts of their teeth? Clayton, yes.
Dentin.
Incorrect. Hilldale. Yes, go ahead.
Enamel.
Enamel is correct. Oh, and that timer does end our first speed round. Score at this point, the Clayton Bulldogs with 60 points, the Hilldale Hornets with 50 points. We love a close match. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA electricity touches 75 of 77 counties in the state and serves as an economic development engine for all of Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity in Oklahoma.
I love coming into the lab every day. My job is to screen evidence for DNA analysis. When I started at Rogers State University, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But after I took my first chemistry class, I realized that I wanted to be in the lab. It does feel good to go to school and to find a direction and then wind up doing something that I enjoy. Not everyone can say that. It all started for me at Rogers State University.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
Welcome back, everyone, to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. All right, teams, are we ready for the next round? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're having great competition. Let's get to it. Here it is, the advantage round.
Next up, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The first team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage question. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, teams, are you ready for advantage? Yes, sir. All right, first thing is a speed question, and this is our next video question of the evening. This will be presented by Mr. Tad Jones, Executive Director of the Will Rogers Memorial Museum here in Claremore.
There's a statue just like this in Washington, D.C. outside of the U.S. House of Representatives. Supposedly the president walks by and rubs the foot of Will Rogers for good luck before he gives what important speech?
Clayton, yes.
Inaugural.
Incorrect. Hilldale, yes.
State of the Union.
Correct. Advantage to you all, Hilldale. Your category for this one will be landforms. Landforms. Number 1. The shelf break is located between what 2 topological features of a continental margin?
The slope and the shelf.
Correct. Name the landform at the mouths of the Nile and Mississippi rivers.
Delta.
Correct. What term describes a semi-arid landscape influenced by heavy fluvian erosion and characterized by deep ravines and gullies, sharp ridges, and a generally barren surface such as that found in southwestern South Dakota?
Badlands.
Correct. Very good. Back to speed, looking for a new advantage. Found in the larynx, trachea, nose, and ears, name the specialized form of dent. Hilldale, yes.
Cartilage.
Correct. Advantage back to you. Very nice. Monuments is the category this time. In 1961, the American Secretary of State said this about what structure? It ought not to be a permanent feature of the European landscape. I see no reason why the Soviet Union should think it is to their advantage in any way to leave there that monument of communist failure.
Berlin Wall.
Correct. Number 2 on this. The Saratoga National Historical Park preserves the site of the first major American victory of the Revolutionary War. In the park, there is a monument of a boot that belonged to what heroic American general who later turned traitor?
Benedict Arnold.
Correct. At 630 feet, it is the tallest monument built in the U.S. Name the structure in Missouri.
The Arch.
Full name?
What?
Full name.
Golden Arch.
Incorrect. The Gateway Arch.
Oh.
Gateway Arch. Sorry, we had to have it. Okay, back to speed. What country is on the starboard side of a ship sailing due north on the Red Sea? Hilldale, yes.
Right.
Incorrect. As for country, Clayton, you do get a chance. Yes, go ahead.
Lebanon.
Incorrect. It is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Blood pressure, pulse, and respiration rates are 3 of the 4 physiological factors called vital signs. Name the other. Clayton, yes.
Blood oxygen.
Incorrect. Hilldale. Yes, go ahead.
White blood count.
Incorrect. It is temperature. Temperature. What is the term for the three letters that begin each of these words? Shrine, squad, spheroid, strange, school. Clayton, yes.
Cryptograph.
Not exactly. So close. I cannot count that. That's something different. Hilldale, yes.
Cryptogram?
Incorrect. It's called a trigraph. Trigraph. So close. These spacecraft have all been involved in the exploration of what planets? Beagle 2, Viking 1. Yes, Clayton.
Mars.
Correct. Advantage to you all, Clayton. Your category will be currency. Currency. Number 1. The story is that Peter Minuit purchased Manhattan Island for the equivalent of $24. Had Minuit made the purchase in cash, he would have used what currency of his homeland?
Euro.
Incorrect. It is guilders. What was the monetary unit of the Soviet Union?
Pass.
Okay, that would be ruble. Ruble. Yes. Number 3. In 1913, one was worth about 25 cents. By 1923, it took 1 trillion of them to equal 25 cents. Name this unit of German currency.
Shilling.
Incorrect. It is the mark, the German mark. Okay, back to speed. This is a math question, so you do get extra time for this. What is the value of x in this equation? The fourth root of the quantity x plus 3 equals 2. Yes, Clayton.
13.
13 is correct. Advantage back to you. Category this time will be trees. Trees. Number 1. What type of evergreen trees are most common in tropical and subtropical salt marshes?
Bald cypress.
Incorrect. They're called mangroves. Next. In what mountain range could you see the world's oldest living giant sequoia?
Sierra Nevada.
Correct. The bark of many trees produces what substance used in making leather?
Tennis.
Incorrect. Not tennis. Tannin or tannic acid. Tannin. Okay. More speed. What capability of the goose is described in this quote by Oliver Wendell Holmes? A goose flies by a chart which the Royal Geographical Society could not mend. Clayton, yes.
Migration.
Incorrect. Hilldale? Yes, go ahead.
Navigation?
Correct, or by instinct. Yes. Advantage back to you all. Category this time will be mammals. Mammals. Number 1. These are some characteristics of various members of what order of mammals? Reliance on stereoscopic vision, locomotion through walking on 2 or 4 limbs, opposable thumbs.
Apes.
More general.
Primates.
Correct. Number 2. Tasmania was once the home of the thylacine, a marsupial that resembled a wild dog. Characterized by distinctive striping across its back, what is the more popular name for this animal?
Dingo.
Incorrect. Tasmanian tiger, wolf, or devil. Number 3. Carl Sagan argues that the ratio of brain to body mass is an excellent indicator for intelligence. He said that humans have the highest ratio, followed by what marine cetacean, mammals?
Dolphin.
Correct. Disregard my speaking. All right, back to speed. This 2015 headline is about what vessel? 150 years after sinking, Confederate submarine slowly reveals its secrets. Clayton, yes.
Titanic.
Incorrect. Hilldale. Tie goes to the team. Go ahead.
Mississippi.
Incorrect. That would be the Hunley. The Hunley. Oh, and that timer does end our advantage round. Score at this point, Clayton Bulldogs with 90 points, Hilldale Hornets with 150 points. Still anyone's match. Please don't go away. We'll be right back.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, one of the largest, most inland river ports of the U.S. inland river system. Agricultural commodities, building materials, fuel, and machinery are shipped into and out of the Tulsa Port of Catoosa daily using a combination of barge, rail, and truck. To learn more about the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, visit their website at tulsaport.com. And also by Kelvion Incorporated, global experts in heat exchange, committed to providing quality products and services with honesty, integrity, and commitment to customers, employees, shareholders, and the global community. For more information about Kelvion, visit kelvion.com. And also by Advanced Research Chemicals, providing customer-focused solutions to basic and advanced chemical applications. ARC has a long history of giving back to our local and international communities. For more information, visit fluoridearc.com.
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA electricity touches 75 of 77 counties in the state and serves as an economic development engine for all of Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity in Oklahoma.
Welcome back, everyone, to I Want Answers presented by GRDA. All right, teams, ready to handle the final round? Well, not quite final, but sort of final? Yeah. You know what it is, right? No. I'll tell you, the whirlwind round.
Next up, the whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of three categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Then the other team gets their turn at one of three remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 of their questions within a minute, they will receive 10 bonus points.
Okay, Clayton, you're the trailing team at this point. Your categories will be math, independence, or F in history. Would you like for yourselves or for Hilldale?
Math for ourselves.
Okay, math for you all. Okay, your minute will begin after I read the first question. Number one, find the greatest common factor of 21 and 54.
3.
Correct. What is the dividend in the operation 16 divided by 2 equals 8?
16.
Correct. What is the largest one-digit prime number?
7.
Correct. How many zeros are there in a trillion?
9.
Incorrect. What is 11 squared minus 4 squared?
105.
Correct. Change this decimal, 0.065, to a fraction of lowest terms.
6.5%.
Incorrect. 284 is what percent of 142?
200%.
Correct. What's x in 75 equals 9x plus 12?
7.
Oh, sorry, 7 is correct, but it was after time. Okay, good try, very good try. All right, Hilldale, your chance to handle whirlwind. Your categories will be independence, F in history, or C in geography.
C in geography.
C in geography, all right. All the answers have C to start them off at some point, okay? Again, your minute will begin after we read the first question. Here it is. What saltwater sea is listed by Rand McNally as the world's largest lake?
Caspian.
Correct. What word describes Gibraltar's relationship with the UK?
Canal.
Incorrect. Name a Mediterranean island over 3,000 square miles in area beginning with C.
Cyprus.
Correct. What is 24,818 miles?
Cuba.
Incorrect. Mount Elbrus in the Republic of Georgia is the tallest mountain of what range?
Pass.
What is the largest city on the Great Lakes?
Chicago.
Correct. Name the national park with a deep blue lake in the heart of an inactive volcano.
Pass.
What's time on that? That last one was Crater Lake. Crater Lake. Okay, we both handled the whirlwinds. Are you guys ready to go back to speed to finish up this match? Yes, sir. Are you ready for play? Yes. You want questions? Yes. I want answers. Here we go, back to speed. These tribes are part of the history of what modern country? Sabines, Umbri, Veneti, Etruscans. Yes, Clayton.
Roman.
Incorrect. Hilldale. Yes, go ahead.
Greece.
Incorrect. Country would be Italy. Italy. Roman was a city. The British warship HMS Bellerophon fought at the Battle of the Nile and the Battle of Trafalgar. She was also the site of whose surrender in July 1815? Yes, Clayton.
Napoleon.
Correct. The Bering Strait is at the intersection of the Bering and what other sea? Hilldale, yes.
North.
Incorrect. Clayton. Yes, go ahead.
North Pacific.
Incorrect. The Chukchi Sea, or Chukchi, something like that. It's Russian, kind of, probably. Okay. What country forms the western border of Pakistan and Afghanistan? Clayton, yes.
Iraq.
Incorrect. Hilldale, yes.
Iran.
Iran is correct. So close. Until the 19th century, physicians believed either that blood did not circulate and could stagnate in the extremities, or that too much of it caused any number of different maladies. To treat these conditions, they would routinely recommend the removal of stagnant... Yes, Clayton.
Bloodletting.
Correct. Once close friends with similar political views, who did Theodore Roosevelt run against in the 1912 presidential election, thus splitting the Republican vote and giving the White House to Woodrow Wilson? Clayton, yes.
Taft.
Taft is correct. Oh, so close. Okay, well, that timer does end our competition. The final score stands: Clayton Bulldogs with 170 points, Hilldale Hornets with 190 points. So close. Hilldale, you will be moving on to the semifinals. Congratulations. Oh, that was a good one. Clayton, excellent match that we just ran out of time. That's really all it was. Love to see him to be a tiebreaker if we could have. Well, we wish you all the best of luck in your upcoming academic bowl season. Very good job, guys. Great job. All right, well, that does end this first episode of the second round of our season. We want to thank, of course, our two teams for coming down and joining us. We obviously can't do this without them. We want to thank our season sponsors, particularly the Grand River Dam Authority, for all their support. And, of course, we want to thank you, the viewers, who join us each and every week as we continue to explore the knowledge of our local Green Country high school academic teams. If you knew some of the answers, go thank a teacher. But if you know freedom, go thank our military. Until next time, this is your host, Jeff Gaffin, saying, don't forget to ask questions, but never stop looking for the answers. Good night. So long, everyone. Follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram, and watch previous episodes anytime at rsu.tv. Make sure to join us next week for another exciting competition here on I Want Answers.